Our guest today is Chris McDougall. He is a good friend of mine, but hopefully you know him from his books, Born to Run, Natural Born Heroes, and Running with Sherman. All three are my favorite books. Chris just moved to Hawaii and he's bragging about it. Are you fully assimilated? Like,
I
do you
am
feel
fully,
like this is
fully
your
obnoxious. I know just enough to be completely irritating to everybody. Like I drop like cool words every once in a while. Keep referencing like the best poke. So not enough to be native, just enough for the natives to wish I would go to fuck home.
Your wife grew up in Hawaii. Do you ever like just throw that under the bus where you're just like, I'm just like, my wife brought me here. My wife knows everything. So
Like
I belong.
the first breath, you know, like it's Chris, my wife grew up in Hawaii, McDougall.
But,
By the way, I'm not allowed to drop F-bombs here. I've dropped about 7.
You're allowed to 100% be yourself, Chris.
Nobody's regulating this at all.
All right.
We,
at last.
Yeah.
we are a podcast of
Liz.
fluff and bullshit. And
Speaking of fluff.
Oh,
What? Are we doing
so many
this,
cats
Chris?
on this episode.
I'll tell you what, she's stepping on things.
Sweater.
It's going to talk the audio. This was one of my Google searches. Here's a transition. Here's a pivot for you. Sandy's Beach. So I'm out there trying to body surf with these guys and just getting demolished. And one of the guys goes, you know, this is Sandy's Beach. I said, yeah, I know. It's right there on a big sign. He's like, no, this is like the #1 spinal injury beach in the world.
Because it's rocky, or is it because that people decide to body surf that? Like, why is that the worst beach for spinal injuries?
It's because what makes the waves so good is there's like a little channel. There's like a ditch. So the water comes in and then hits this ditch really hard. So it makes good waves. But, you know, if you're on the wave and you don't know how to pull off, then you just smack right into the ground.
Oh, okay. So what was your full Google?
I fell off the roof of the house here.
This one?
Yeah.
You go into the hospital and they're like, were you in the water? No.
Right. didn't even get there. But after I fell off the roof, I noticed that I had this gigantic, you should see this thing, Liz. This was like a gigantic bubble on my elbow, like this big, fluidy, but kind of hard bubble. It was like an alien life form. Ah, can you see this? The cat is climbing my back now.
Oh, I thought you were like, you still had arm injury.
Yeah. I thought you were in trouble.
No, that was the tiger
Did that
thing.
cat push you off the roof?
Exactly. I need a nanny cam for that cat.
Seriously.
That was like my Google search was weird elbow bubble.
So what did Google?
What was it?
Yeah, what did Google say? You're not dead, so you're doing
Well,
great.
before consulting Google, I consulted people on the street.
I'm Chris. My wife grew up here, McDougall. What is this?
Chris, my soon-to-be ex-wife, McDougall. Yeah. And so I'm walking around with this big old thing, and it's lasting for like weeks. It's been like 2 weeks, this big old thing on my elbow. And then at one point, there's some little kid going by, and he's being a little bit cranky or something. I say, hey, kid, look at this. Have you ever seen one of these before? And I'm showing him the thing. He's just like pulling back.
Yeah.
Mika said, you know, you're going to be known forever as like the weird elbow bubble guy. Like this kid's going to grow up. There was this guy.
You're like 6'4" or something. You're a giant man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're this giant man.
Hey, kids, look at this.
Truly terrifying. Like even as an adult, if some stranger came up to me and was like, what do you think this is? I'd be like, this is how I die.
Right. I think it ultimately was bursitis. So bursitis is a thing like tennis players get it a lot. Amelia, by the way, we have a cat door in the house. Do you have a cat door at all?
I don't.
Oh my God, it just changes everything. You know, cats come and go. They come back from their own adventures. You can see the look on their face, like something cool happened outside. And anyway, it was bursitis. And bursitis is
The other cats are like, you live with elbow guy? Ugh. God, I hope he feeds you well.
Yeah, you're
Right.
like, oh man,
Exactly.
you're not going to make it. We all know in the cat community, that is a death sentence.
You're better off living on the street with us.
Yeah.
It's pretty much gone. You know, it's still pretty tender.
Well, how did it go away? Did it go away on its own? Did you pop it?
No, I didn't pop it. I was thinking about pop. It just felt too dense. It felt like you need to have.
You don't want
like
to find
some
out
kind
what's
of-
in there.
Was it from the surfing? Was it from the fall? Like,
I'm not sure what actually triggered, you know, the incident that caused the bubble, but I think the elbow was already going south. And as I was coming off the roof onto the ladder, my elbow buckled a little bit, which threw me off balance on the ladder. And then, bam, you can see that roof behind me. This one right here. That's the one I fell off of.
yeah.
So,
That's the infamous roof.
I really learned.
Your cat's up there like twisting its whiskers.
Yeah. Oh, Chris, this was
Yeah.
perfect. Thank you so much for being on it and just your wonderfulness.
Good seeing you. Bye.
Bye.